Greetings. Peace. There we go. What's going on, sentient beings? What is going on? It's Prosperity Priestess making a video at the confluence. Woo! The Shenango River meets the Susquehanna River. And that's the town that I live in, or city rather. It's called Binghamton. Twilight Zone. Yeah, it's been a tense week, huh? Wow. Since the Gemini, super full moon, it wasn't a water Grand Cross, it was part of me, it was a mutable Grand Cross. That was on the 4th. Today's the 9th. It's Tuesday. Yeah, there's a lot of tension in the air. I'm feeling it. I'm experiencing it, right? So goes life. Sometimes you gotta just keep floating. Keep floating. Somebody today, they were like, "Oh, excuse me, I'm gonna just squeeze by you right quick." And I said, "Walk on by." It's like that, you know? Whew. Why am I smiling? Because I'm a happy individual, you know? I'm like that. I love to be like that. Yes, like a child, inner child, happy. Today the moon is in Leo, as it was yesterday. So like I was saying, we just came off of that Gemini full moon, super full moon, with a mutable Grand Cross, and it was aspecting the other mutable energy. So what is that? Oh, that's a backpack. I was to say, what kind of duck is that? Oh, red and black over there. Yeah, that's a backpack or something. The energy, the sun was in Sag, as it still is. The moon was in Gemini. The North Node was in Pisces, as it still is. And the South Node, as it still is in Virgo. And all 4 of those planets or positions were at 13 degrees. So that's why it was a mutable Grand Cross. They were immutable signs. They were all at 13 degrees. Sheesh! Yeah. With that, let me start saying, so people who had mutable energy were certainly feeling it. People who had mutable signs around that 13 degree mark, or people who had sun and moon in those various aspects there. So me in particular, that Gemini full moon was at 13 degrees. I'm pretty sure I have Chiron at my Chiron is in Gemini, in the 11th house. It might be, I don't know if it's 11, 13, 20 degrees. I'm pretty sure it was affected by this, that mutable Grand Cross. And then on top of that, you know, my sun sign, Virgo, is certainly at 16 degrees, is certainly being aspected with the South Node in Virgo at 13 degrees. So, you know, I'm super duper feeling it. Like these ducks feeling the cold, but to them, you know, they're letting the water just roll off their backs. And that's what that's certainly what you gotta do out here. You know, find a way to stay warm, be happy, eat good. They're so beautiful. Oh, 419, I saw my lotto numbers. This storm too shall pass. So, what else did I learn? Who's going direct? Is it Saturn that's going direct, coming out of retrograde? So that's huge. Mercury had moved out of the retrograde, but then was still in Scorpio. At this point, I don't know if it's in Scorpio or Sagittarius right now, today on the 9th, but that's something to look into. I think it's in Sagittarius right now. But Mercury, the planets of commerce and communication, your thoughts, your brain. We learned a lot when it was in Scorpio. We learned some secrets. We learned the depths. And now that it's in Sagittarius, comes out fiery, like expressing it. Or learning. Gemini and Sagittarius aspect is the teacher and the student. And you know, Gemini is about expressing. What would Sagittarius be about? Sagittarius is about teaching, for sure. And learning, travel, expansion, that's the word. Expression and expansion will be that access. Certainly, because Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. So you already know it's a very expansive energy and sign in itself. Wow. I love being out here. You know I love the water. Very soothing for me. In my water houses, your water house was the 4th, the 8th, and the 12th. I got major stuff going on. For example, my North Node is in the 8th house. And in the 4th house, I got that Saturn. Saturn was going direct, like I said, I believe. That's what's going on with that. In Pisces. I don't know if it's Saturn or Neptune. I think it's Saturn. I gotta double check. And then what else was happening? And then my 12th house, I got Leo, Lilith there. What's that? I said like 2 degrees. Whew. But like I said, it's a Leo moon today, so that's right in my 1st house. Life-changing stuff. You already know. Anyways, I made videos here many a times. I know they never let me down. One thing I know, one thing I found. I know they never let me down. That's how I feel. That's like the story of my life. And I try to share a little bit of that with you guys and showing you how it plays out, especially astrologically, as above, so below. This video is meant to be short and sweet, talking about some of the planetary aspects. There's a bunch of change. There's a bunch of tension. Oh, it's Mars square Saturn. That's where that tension is coming from now. At this point, on the 9th, it was like the 8th and the 9th. Woo! My Mars is conjunct my Sun, and they're both in my 1st house. So this Mars square Saturn energy, that tension, like I said, I'm feeling it, I'm experiencing it. So I had to come out here and just exhale. In my last video, I did some breathing. Anyways, till the next one, remember to always ask ancestors. Surely some spirit. Peace.